One of the things in Photoshop that's been kind of a challenge, especially when working with panoramic photos, is the fact that you have trouble getting all of the photographs together in order to utilize them in Photoshop's Photo Merge program. So in the past you'd have to assemble these things by hand, but now Photoshop has a nice script built into it that allows you to load all of these images into one single file at the simple click of a button. So that's what we're going to go through right now. I'm going to go back into Photoshop from the bridge here. I'm going to do that by Alt-tabbing. I'm going to come up to the File menu and I'm going to select Scripts, and then I'm going to come down to the bottom and choose Load Files into Stack. And when I do this, I get this dialog box here where I'm allowed to browse and select different files. And so I'm going to browse right here, and I'm going to go to the desktop. I'm going to select my Project Files folder. I'm going to go to Chapter 9, and I'm going to select the Photo Merge folder here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these three files here. So I'm just going to shift click to select those files. I'm going to go ahead then and click OK. You see there it's going to load those right there into the Use pane. And I also have the ability to attempt to automatically align these source images. I'm not going to do that right now. And I also have the ability to create smart objects after loading layers, which just means that when it loads these images into Photoshop, it's going to convert them automatically to smart objects so that you could use smart filters or whatever you want on them. Now I'm going to be running Photo Merge on these in just a little bit, so I'm not going to convert those to smart objects right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Photoshop's going to go out and get all of those individual files, and it's going to load them into an image stack. So here we have this newly created document here, and you'll notice here it has all three of those photographs that we just used. So here's all three photographs now loaded into this one single document, and they are individual layers that can be moved around at your discretion if you wanted to. For instance, I could switch to the Move tool and move this image around at any way. You could edit these in any way you wanted to, but what we're going to do in the very next lesson is we're going to take these images and we're going to put them together or stitch them together using Photoshop's Photo Merge feature, which allows you to take multiple photographs that were taken in a panoramic style and then put them together into one enormous photograph. So that's what we're going to be doing in the very next lesson, is learning how to put together our photographs using Photoshop's Photo Merge.